Thank you for tuning in to Gloves Off Seattle. Your hosts, Patti and Meagan, will be talking about all things Seattle women's hockey. A huge Pacific Northwest welcome to the PWHL. Gloves Off Seattle! Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of Gloves Off Seattle.
Gloves Off Seattle. I'm like, is it us?
Is it us? Yeah, is
three
it?
of the
Is
past
it
four
us?
games, and we're 1-3.
Are we bad? Are we the bad? Because yes, the past four games we've been to three of them, three out of the four, and we've lost the three that we've
Three
been
out of
to.
four.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The fourth one we won. We weren't in Chicago. Oh, Ava. Maybe
Ava was in
Ava.
Chicago,
Ava was in Chicago
and not at the
and
other
not at the
three.
other three because Ava wasn't there tonight because she was still in Chicago and she's flying to New York. So we'll definitely win New York because Ava's going to be there.
Pressure's on Ava.
Yeah, pressure's on, Ava. Bring all your good juju to New York with you. Okay. Um, hey guys, Sunday night. My
Late.
my
It's like
favorite time,
9:30.
my favorite time to record, as we all know. No, only second now to middle of the night. I don't really like that. That was not
That
fun.
was a lot.
That was a lot. I don't think we're gonna do that ever again.
Mm-mm.
So we have a big this is a big long weekend to talk
Mhm.
about because there's a lot of stuff that happened this weekend. We just get back from the game. We are now back from the game, home, eating dinner, kids in bed, all that stuff. So we now have a minute to record a podcast episode. So that's what we're gonna do. But let's rewind and talk about did anything happen on Friday? No, I think it was just
Well, I mean,
Saturday.
the tournament started on Friday, but
Right.
we didn't go
Okay.
until
So we're going to talk
Saturday.
about
Oh my
Puck
gosh, so much
Place
fun.
Market Tournament. So here's the deal. We I mean, I'm like kind of dumbfounded right now. Like they treated us so
Like royalty.
amazingly that I'm like, okay, not that we're nobody, but like, I just am like, we're just two schmucks doing a podcast. Like, I mean, like,
I thought
honestly,
my wife just called me a schmuck.
well, I called me a schmuck too, but it's just like, I'm like, okay, but here's the deal is that I think the reason why we felt the way we felt and they feel the way they feel is because we are so behind each other. And that's what's so amazing about this community is that everybody's just trying to lift each other up and like we're just trying to figure out how we can all support each other in the best way. So if you've been living under a rock or you just started listening to this podcast, the Puck Place Market is a Seattle Women's Hockey Club annual tournament, and it's an all-female, tournament, and there's teams from all over. It's not just teams from Seattle. There's
All skill level.
all skill levels. And they do 3 days of tournament. So it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They ended today, Sunday at like
Right before the
two.
game.
Yeah, like the last game was at 2 so that everybody could make it to the game. Which started at 4. So we're going to rewind a little bit back up and we did go up to Puck Place Market on um Saturday
Saturday.
afternoon, but backing up a little bit further on Saturday morning was the torrent practice and Brian and Brittany, well, we got to clink Brian.
Oh yeah.
I don't,
Oh,
we haven't done anything for, I know I'm very full. We don't do anything for Brittany yet, but
we'll figure it out.
Brian and Brittany both were there taking pictures and they've been posting
Great
all over
pictures.
posting all over social. Thankfully I got to see Brittany tonight. Well, we both got to see Brittany tonight and thank them in person for the work they're doing. And I mean we saw Brian tonight too, but we also saw Brian the other day. So anyway, long story short, uh go out and follow both of them on socials because they're doing an amazing job of helping us obviously by posting pictures of the torrent and practice and all that kind of stuff. But the big news is that Hilary Knight was in full practice
Hmm.
yesterday. So that we found that out yesterday morning. We got to see.
Yeah, white, not red, not blue jersey, but total white, full on contact practice. Not
Yep.
that they're throwing the body around a lot, but
Yeah, so she was in a full practice and actually coach talked about that tonight in the pressers that that was her first full practice was yesterday and then they had her in the game tonight. So we didn't find that out until right before the game that she was activated and going to be on the roster. But so okay, I'm skipping over Puck Place Market though. So after that, just, it was just a heck of a morning just finding out that she was, out there practicing and just getting to see all the footage from that and the pictures. It was really great. And everybody's very pumped. Well, even cooler than that is that one of the teams that's playing had played in the tournament, their name is Chillery Knight. And they got she went out to their bench while they were playing and they got pictures and all that kind of stuff. So yeah,
Loved
it was
it.
very, very cool. And we were actually we were so excited about the jersey and the logo. Like the logo and the jersey is the coolest thing. I can't tell you, like these teams are so creative. We'll talk about all
Yeah,
this, but like the jersey and the logo for the Chillery Knights is beautiful, so beautiful that we're both going to buy a jersey because
absolutely.
yeah.
Thank you, AJ.
Yeah, AJ's hooking us up, and all the proceeds are going to Seattle Women's Hockey Club. So Chillery Knights isn't making any money off of it. They're just, obviously helping out those of us that want a jersey, and then going to give the proceeds to Seattle Women's Hockey Club. So
Totally deserving.
yeah, so I think the other big thing that to talk about was Lacey from Double Hockey Sticks was vending at the Puck Place Market. So she's the one that, has the I just hope so and so has a good time. Like that's her
Such great merch.
merch and all the other merch. I mean,
I
Too
mean, we
Many
got
Men.
stickers, we
Yeah,
got a great bag
she
off to
hooked
the
us
hockey
up.
game again.
Yeah.
We each got a t-shirt, we got stickers. I mean, she does it all.
Yeah, she does. And I mean, she's in a full online store. It was really funny because people were like, wait, I can't get up there. I'm like, no, no, no. Just everything's online. Everything's online.
Hmm.
And she does such a great job, the merchandising, and everything. Just, follow her, go find her online shop. Like she has the
Sticks,
best.
STIX, double
Yes,
hockey
double hockey
sticks
sticks, STIX. She's definitely the way to go for all your hockey
needs.
adjacent gear. Anyway, so the tournament was great, and we got there in time to do some socializing, and then we went live actually for the Torrent Puck Drop.
Hmm.
So they brought out four Torrent players,
Hmm.
Emily Brown, Mariah Keppel. Oh, geez, now I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna look at the picture.
Snodgrass? No,
I think believe it
it was
was. I
Snodgrass.
believe it was Snodgrass. Wow, guys, because it's been a whole day,
Yeah,
and
it's
we've
been, we've
had,
slept.
and we've slept, and we've had
It's been a
a
long,
hockey game
long
since
day.
then. It has been a long
Yeah.
day. Okay, let me look at the
Where
picture
was
of
it?
all of them. Oh, Megan
Oh
Carter,
yeah.
Emily Brown, Mariah Keppel, and Natalie Snodgrass. So, sorry, had to get the picture up and get that back in my mind. So they all came out and did a ceremony.
Brian was on the ice
Oh, go.
taking pictures.
Yeah, so we went. The live is actually, I did. I posted that live. I haven't been posting. We've been going live during warm-ups, and I'm not posting it only because, really, honestly, like the league has, all rights to on ice like during games, and so I'm not gonna post anything. Like I'll go live and let people watch it live, but I'm
You
not
gotta
gonna.
go live or you miss
Yeah,
out.
I'm not gonna post it otherwise. So just so everybody knows. So yeah, so we have been going live during warm-up. So I think that's what I'm gonna continue to do the games that we're at. Like I'm just gonna go live during warm-up so everybody can see it, whether that's a home or away, whatever. But how did I get on that? So during this live, during the puck drop, yeah, Brian was so cute. He was like, "Do you think I could get in the penalty box to take pictures?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think we could do that." So we go and ask Lila. Thank you, Lila, because I'm like, "Lila, can he get in the?" She's like, "Yeah," and then they're like, "Get out on the ice and take pictures, Brian," which I loved. I was like, we were yelling at him. Oh my gosh, you have to go back and watch the live. It's the funniest thing because we're trying to get him to turn around and
Did you
wave at
post
us.
that live?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We're
okay.
trying to get, oh, that's how I get off on the rabbit trail
Oh,
about because
okay.
I'm not posting other lives, but I did
Hmm.
post that live. But yeah, like we were trying to get him to turn around and it was really funny.
The
He
whole
could
crowd was
not hear us.
screaming. All
Yes,
the Alaska players were screaming Brian. They were wolf whistling. It was so
it was
funny.
amazing.
And it just goes to show you they don't hear what you're yelling out on the
No,
ice. I
not at
don't think.
all.
Or
No.
maybe, I don't know. But
What you think is selective hearing?
maybe selective hearing, maybe just he didn't think we were talking to
Talking to
him.
him, maybe,
I
because
don't know.
all the other Bryans that were on the ice at
Yeah.
a women's hockey tournament.
Hmm.
Anyway, so that was really fun. It was really fun to be there and watch. And then so we watched that game, and it was a little lopsided game, won't lie.
Hmm.
And then we walked over to the other rink, and we like it was really funny because I'm like, oh, let's just walk through and be social. And then we saw these two teams on the ice, and I was like, holy crap, they're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Like.
They were like top tier.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then we realized that Julia was in
in
was
net.
in net for I don't even know what the name of the team was. I'm sorry guys, but it was
The
the
dark
dark
team.
team. They had the dark jerseys on. But yeah, Julia was in net, so we got to see her.
She was on our podcast.
Oh
The
yeah, so
Falcon
Julia,
podcast.
yeah, Julia came on our podcast, and so anyway, it was really great to actually see her play. We saw her
We
playing.
were playing Oops
We
All
saw
Goalies,
goalies,
the
but
female version, but that wasn't like saw her play. I
yes,
mean, we saw her, on the ice and she scored a goal and she did great. She
yeah,
skates great, but to see her in the crease, it was really
yeah,
exciting.
it was really exciting. It was
And
really fun.
she
So
did a great job. Yeah,
yeah.
shout out.
Yeah. So shout out Julia. That was fun to watch you play. And we had a great conversation with Steph, who's the president of the board, I think.
The Puck Place Market Board,
No, no, well, she's the Seattle
Seattle
Women's
Women's Hockey
Hockey
Board.
Club, yeah, board. I think she is their president. I think it's called a board. I was like just questioning whether it was like, is it a
A
board?
board
I
or
think it is a
president.
board. Yes.
She's on a podcast too.
Yeah, so her and Lila is the organizer. She's the person in charge on the chair of the Puck Place Market tournament. So that we had them on the podcast a couple weeks ago to talk about the tournament, and we had a good time with both of them
Yeah.
yesterday, and
Yeah.
and then we walked out to the lobby after the second game. And I was like, ooh, there's a raffle. I was like, oh, and there was merch. There was Seattle Women's Hockey Club merch, which we got some of that too. Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you,
Thank
Lila.
you,
That was
Lila. Totally hooked us up.
very
Like
sweet. She did. I know. I got a tank top because I'm like, we're moving to summer. Like, I need something that I can wear.
and I got an oversized sweatshirt
Yeah.
because I'm me.
Okay, so anyway, so we walked down in the lobby and they're doing a raffle. And so the raffle tickets were like you could buy 5 tickets, like
You could buy one ticket, you could buy five
5 tickets,
tickets, you could buy
or they said wingspan of tickets. And I'm like, what does that mean? And they're like, I'm putting my arms out for those that are listening. They're like literally like as many as your arms. And I'm like, because 20 was like the top number that they had listed. I was like, do you think my arms are longer than 20? They're like, yeah,
yeah.
your arms are longer than 20.
My wife's arms that are long for everything, like everything,
Yeah,
every shirt
every
she
shirt
gets, the
is
sleeves are too
too short.
short.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I affectionately call them my gorilla arms because I have very long arms. But
somebody said albatross arms. That's a little bit
that
nice.
is AJ. I think that was AJ
Oh
actually
yeah,
that
yeah.
said albatross arms. She was really trying to help me out.
Okay.
But anyway, so long story short, we got a lot of raffle tickets and we stuffed all the raffle boxes and that was really fun. And then Bahar, our friend Bahar, we got to see her beautiful painting
Yeah,
that they were live
silent auction.
silent live auctioning, silent
It
auctioning.
was
It
beautiful.
was gorgeous.
Yeah.
So you can check her out. I'm trying to think what else. And then I think that probably the most fun conversation we had that day was with Jerry.
Oh my gosh, Jerry and Jerry's team.
Jerry Duty.
Jerry Duty. Oh my gosh, so fun. Her team, they took her to a team and they're trying to get her to go to another team.
Oh no, no.
They
So the
named the
whole
team
thing
after
was
me.
I got the story. The backstory is that she was on Fellowship of the Rink, which is this one team, and this other team asked if they could use her face on their jersey, and she said yes. And then they asked her to be on the team. I think that's the way the story goes. I'm retelling it. Who knows? But the long story short is now the Fellowship of the Rink is trying to get her back, and she's like, "Well, my face is on the jersey, and they named the team after me. I can't go back now." But the even cooler things, guys, and I remember this after she said it, is that Jocks and Jills did a whole segment on her and on the team and how
And they're
they.
getting them a jersey. She's getting them a jersey.
I don't know if that's public knowledge.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, no, I don't know. I
I
really don't know whether that's a surprise or not
really?
for them, for Tessa and Julia.
Well, if it was a surprise, I was not told it was a surprise.
Okay.
And don't tell me any surprises because I cannot remember. My wife
Well,
knows this.
hopefully we're not spoiling it for anybody, and hopefully that Tessa and Julia don't deep dive into our podcast too much. If it's supposed to be a surprise, we're sorry. We hope we didn't spoil the
Can
surprise.
we
So
contact Jerry and ask her?
I don't. We
We have
probably
contact
can't. Yes,
info
we have
Jerry?
contact info on Jerry.
Oh my gosh,
Anyway,
we got
so
stickers and pucks and the names of the team and the names of
oh
the
yeah,
they're gonna put up.
so it is hysterical. Like, and so the names that they were making for what did they?
They're all judiciary.
They're all judiciary. I know, and it was like I don't even remember what the ones that they were making for Tessa and Julia, but it was really funny. Testimony. I don't know,
Testimony.
testimonia or something like that. Yeah, it was really. They're just really clever and really funny. But long story short, the Puck Place Market is so fun.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, so much fun.
it was a lot of fun, and I think that even if we hadn't felt like they were treating us like royalty, which was wonderful.
It's like,
Yeah, which was made us feel awkward and, blushy and all the things in all the good ways. But
yeah.
long story short, it was fun and like just to be there amongst everyone. Oh, we forgot to say shout out April. April gave
Oh
us some
yeah, yeah.
jelly. Thanks,
April gave us
April.
jelly. Homemade
Some
jam.
fancy jelly. Some fancy
Hmm.
jelly. Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun. We met we met another fan of the podcast that said she was a new hockey fan and that she was learning from us. Oh shoot, I don't remember her name. I can see her face. I
I
know
should write these things
we said
down.
we were
Name.
we told you we were bad with names too. So if you're listening to this, you're probably screaming at us. My name is da da da. But
Yeah, in the audience, right? We were that's the one, right?
yeah, we were
Yeah.
walking up the when we were walking up the
I'm so
bleachers.
sorry.
Yeah. But she anyway, so we just got to meet a lot of people and it was a lot of fun. I think the other big shout out from the Puck Place Market was the Alaska crew. They all had blue tracksuits with rainbows on them. Oh my
They
gosh.
had rainbow mustaches,
Oh my gosh.
rainbow beards,
They
and
were
rainbow eyebrows.
this team was from Alaska, obviously.
And a
That's
blow
all we
up
know about them.
unicorn.
That's all we
That's
know.
all we need to know.
It's just they're from Alaska. And so every time we saw them, they were at the game today too. So every
Like,
time we
hey,
saw them, we're like, hey, Alaska,
Alaska.
Alaska, Alaska. So anyway, long story.
So much fun.
Was
Oh
there
my
anything
gosh.
else
Thank you,
from
Lila.
Puck
Thank you,
Place?
Steph. That was really fun.
Anything else from Puck Place?
I don't think so.
I think it was a really successful event for them. I hope it was. It looked like it was, and yeah, I mean they do this every year, guys. So we are on board to to do whatever we can
Absolutely.
to pump this up every single year because it's a lot of fun and yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
So okay, so we're switching now to today to the game
Well, I mean, the good segue on that is that Lila hooked us up and we got to be in the penalty box for
for
warm-ups.
warm-ups.
Oh my gosh, so much fun. Thank you again, Lila.
Yeah,
And the boys got to go with us,
yeah.
and it was just a hoot and a holler. It was so much fun.
I think the most fun part about it was watching Lacey from Double Hockey Sticks fangirl
Fangirling
over
everyone.
Emily Brown. Like it was the cutest
Hilary
thing.
Knight.
And Hilary Knight. I mean, really all the players.
Yeah.
I think it was her first PWHL game. I think
Was it?
that's what she said. I think that she posted that this was actually her first PWHL game, which is even more exciting. But it just like it's infectious to see people get as excited as they get about this. And I
100%.
love every moment of it. I'm here for every moment of it. And it's funny because I was just saying to Patty, I'm like, Lacey's not a stranger to like hockey players and hockey culture. I mean, she's been around the
Everyone
NHL
knows
for a
her.
long time. I know, but she's also been around the NHL for a long time. I just think that I think that it just speaks to the amazing vibe that the
PWHL puts
PWL,
on.
yeah, and women's hockey has. It's a completely different feeling. It's a completely different sentiment and the community. I mean, that's what I think we were saying yesterday when we at Puck Place Market and today at the game. It's just this community makes it like 150% worth it,
Yeah.
like everything worth it. So it's just so much fun and it feels like family. And yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we got the hookup and we got to walk out on the ice, which I've never done before either. I was like, our oldest was really afraid he was gonna bite it. It was really funny. He was,
And our youngest was like skating
oh
along.
yeah,
I
he was
was
like
holding his hand. I'm
dancing.
like, you realize that if you go down, you're taking me down with you, don't you?
We're gonna watch a
He was
fall.
dancing. He was skating.
Oh, okay. He looked like he was dancing. Anyway, so we got to go out in the penalty box and watch warm-ups, which was I mean, it was really fun. It was just ridiculously fun. And the
Our oldest from
players,
the puck.
yes, from Hilary Knight. Shout out Hilary, thank
Thanks,
you. Like
Hillary.
she looked him right in the eye and she's like, me, you, puck, and he's like, uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
It took her a couple tries too. It's really cute when it takes him a couple tries to get it over the glass.
So I love it.
So yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and just the we were in there with some of the Seattle Women's Hockey Club players too, and they just everybody. I think everybody got they got a picture with Daniel Serdachny with
Uh-huh.
the Jerry Duty puck,
Switch pucks. They
yeah,
trade pucks.
which was really cute.
Yeah.
So then we walked back across the ice. We were holding up the Zambonis.
They were really rushing you,
Our
weren't
oldest,
they?
our oldest was walking very slow. He was very nervous he was gonna fall. I don't think he wanted to fall in front of all the people we were walking in front of, which is totally legit. I get
Mhm.
it, but it was also like the guy was like, "Okay, come on, okay, come on, let's go." He was really cute. He's 11. We're gonna give him a pass. Like he was trying to be careful. He didn't want to bite it, and
And he didn't. He did a
no,
great
he did a
job.
great job. They both did great. It was
Mhm.
so fun. So then we went back into our seats and started watching this game that I don't really want to talk about.
I mean, we didn't give up an early goal. It was 10
No,
minutes
10 minutes in.
in.
It was 10 minutes in. And Hilary Knight, so that was the thing. Hilary Knight got activated. She was back on. She started. So the top line now, the way they started is Hilary
Knight,
Knight, Alex
Harpy,
Carpenter, and
and
T.
T.
Yeah, Teresa
Shotzel.
Schaffsal. So
Shotzel.
Schaffsal. Um, so anyway, so that's that, and it appears that now the next line is um
Sir Daphne.
Sir Dacne Gosling and David.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of mad because David's not a blonde.
She's not a blonde, so we can't do
We
3AB.
can't do the
I was
3AB
like,
line.
two ABAB, two absolute blondes and brunette. I no,
No, I don't know. It's
doesn't
just,
work.
yeah, it was like, I'm like, oh, they kind of messed that up because now they're not all
How dare
blonde.
they?
How dare they? We can still call them the 3AB line, and we can still call the top line the Avengers
Avengers.
line. It doesn't matter. We'll just do whatever we want to do. But it was definitely a shakeup. There was definitely a shakeup, obviously, because people got moved around again as Hillary came back into the lineup. So
As one does.
yeah. And so I think, from what Coach said, he said, we wish we would have had more than one full practice with Hillary. So that, that was kind of telling. That was after the game. And so, yeah, I don't think we played abysmally.
No, we didn't. 38 games though, between the
38 days,
gold winning
38,
game, gold medal winning game,
yeah,
and her coming back. So that's a lot.
38 days. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what Coach said. So yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of
Mhm.
time. So I haven't done it yet. I don't know. It may be out before this episode comes out on Monday morning, but maybe not. Post the presser up to
Oh,
YouTube. I will get that out on YouTube, guys. I may not get it done tonight. I may, but I may not too. So I'm not going to make any promises. But it's just interesting to hear, Coach Steve talk about the road trip and what that was like and that sort of thing. They also asked about Jenna Buglioni during
mhm.
pregame and because she's been scratched the last two games and what's going on there. And he talked about, concussion protocol and maybe bringing her back too soon and her being off in the middle of the season and how that,
Yeah.
it
When
was,
the transition is hard from, college
yeah,
to professional, and it's totally different, and the travel and the, expectations, and Langseth and
Habish.
Habish talked about that too,
Yeah,
how
in the
it's
post game.
really different.
Well, and it was really interesting because I don't think I'd ever really heard any of the players verbalize this before. And what they both said was when you're in college, it's like you're in school, right? Like you've got to do everything the teacher says. I mean, I'm very much paraphrasing what they were saying, but I'm taking the
Wear a
sentiment.
uniform and show
Wear a
up and be
uniform
a
and show up
team,
and
and
be a team and
yeah.
do all the team activities together and da
Hmm.
da da da. Like when they're on the road, they all do everything together all the time. Whereas they were talking about being on the road now as professionals, they're like, yeah, your free time is your free time. You can do whatever you want to do. You
But
just got
be
to show
ready
up
when
at
you
the
show
rink.
up.
Yeah, you just got to show up at the rink and be ready when it's time to play. And so I just thought like I was like, oh, that's got to be a huge shift for them mentally between college and because it is like yeah, they're grown-ups now. Like
Yeah,
they're getting treated like grown-ups and I'm sure that there's a lot of freedoms that, maybe they haven't had in the past and
yeah.
um anyway, so it was good. It was actually good to hear them talk about that. So um yeah, so on to the game. First period, they scored about 10 minutes in, and it was, it wasn't super deflating because it was, we were still looking competitive at that point, and uh,
Shots on goal was really lopsided.
it was,
I mean, it was really lopsided and lagging too. Like whatever who's ever was counting the shots tonight was really like I think they had three on a power play for Ottawa at one point
yeah,
and nothing came up. And then all of a sudden there were three there and I'm like, I think those were from the power play that ended a minute ago, but I don't know.
yeah,
But yeah, it was really lopsided shots on goal. I mean, it was 15-7 after one.
yeah. And speaking of power play, there were six penalties
Six power plays for us
for us and three for them.
and three for them.
So nine total.
Yeah.
I mean,
And there
there
was
was a
one where it was a
lot.
4-on-4 that was,
That's
more.
true.
So there was
There
a
was
lot
a,
of penalties
there was a
called.
lot of penalties called tonight.
And Brian was talking about that. Was like play by the book. Let's call it by the book.
Well, but but I want to say that. But then there were a couple calls that you're like, what the heck? Like
Mm.
the one on Hillary, what that we were all
Yeah.
standing around
We were
thinking,
like, what?
what is
Like,
this?
I thought for sure they called it on them. And when
Yeah,
Hillary was walking to the box, skating to the box, I'm like, wait, well, what?
yeah.
And you know me, I don't boo the ref,
No,
but that was allowed. That was allowed. There was no stopping it at that point.
yeah,
People were not happy.
yeah,
And I mean, and they played it back. And normally, and I'll say this, in the NHL, when there's a call like that, and the call is like what the heck?
yeah,
They don't show it.
yeah.
Because that's like why put that out there and get the refs yelled at more? But they showed it here, and it was
Well,
like, wait, what?
Brian said in post, and this is what Brian said in post. You weren't there.
Mhm.
But
Went home with the kids.
yeah, she came home with the kids. He said that broadcast didn't have a good angle.
Oh.
And they felt like we didn't have a good he said we had a good angle where we were sitting. And I'm like, well, we didn't see anything. And
Mm-mm.
if we had the best angle where we were sitting, then it shouldn't really been called. But what they showed in the replay was like, we were like, what?
What?
There's no
There,
hooking
I don't know
there.
what that
Yeah.
wasn't the call,
Yeah.
was it? That can't
Yeah.
be the call
Yeah.
because there was no hooking.
Yeah. So anyway, so that was the end of so yeah, there were four penalties in the first period, and that one that was kind of like a what are you talking about was the very end of the first period. So
Yeah.
during first intermission, I think the biggest thing that happened was both sets of our seat winners
Oh
from
my
our
gosh.
game that we couldn't go
The
to,
Boston Fleet,
the
where we
Boston
would beat
Fleet
the Fleet.
yeah, when we beat the Fleet game, they
Showed
showed up at our seats and said hi. So we got to see Anna and Jay and their seatmates that they brought along with them, which was so fun. And we got pictures, and
got
I'll
pictures.
post pictures out to social media.
That was
But
very cool. Because Anna came first and her friend Lou. Is
yeah,
this
yeah,
Lou?
I think it's
And
Lou.
we talked to them for a few minutes
Yeah,
and we hung out and then we were like coming out and saying goodbye. And then up comes
Jay.
Jay.
Yeah.
And it was like, what?
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody?
yeah. Yeah, it was so awesome. So it was great to just have everybody like to have them to get to meet them in person because we hadn't ever met them in person. We just obviously gave them our tickets. And then to have them back at that, back at a home game it was really
Yeah,
fun. It
it was
was really
very
fun.
fun.
Yeah, it was fun to
Had
see
good,
everybody.
good people in front of us too that had a nice conversation.
Yeah, we had a good conversation that talking about season tickets and how, how they're talking about maybe opening up the
Upper
upper
Bowl
bowl
season
for
ticket
season ticket
holders.
holders because they're anticipating that they're going to sell out the lower bowl for season tickets, which is just amazing. I mean, it's just amazing to already be talking about that with the last place team. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, we're not having a problem selling tickets here and we're not performing super well. So, anyway, so that was first intermission. Was there anything else that happened in first intermission?
Oh
I can't
gosh.
remember.
Mm, I don't remember.
Okay, well, if we missed somebody, sorry.
Yeah.
We apologize, but that's all that we can remember from first intermission.
Yeah.
So, during the second period,
They
it
got another
was
goal.
they did, but it was at the very end.
Yeah.
So it remained, 1-0 for most of the second period, but again with penalties galore, actually mostly on them. So there was
Hmm.
three, they had three penalties and we had one. Julia Gosling took a hooking penalty at 7:34. But besides that, it felt like we had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and don't get me wrong, Gwen Phillips is an amazing goalie. Like, I am not going to sit here and be like, she didn't have anything to do with it. Yes, of course she did. She blocked every single shot that we shot at her tonight.
Yeah. And
But
there weren't a lot of big rebounds. There were little rebounds, but
yeah,
their defense was right on top of it.
yeah,
And they
yeah,
really were
they were,
showing up well in
yeah,
front of her.
they were. So, but I don't want to negate that Corrine Schroeder also had an amazing game. So they ended up with 29 shots on goal, and she, you know,
Yeah.
all but
All but
two.
two.
So 27.
Hmm.
So yeah, still not bad. Still not a bad night for her. And that's kind of the conversation I think that I was having with some other people in the in-betweens about that, like it's not our goalies, like our goalies are playing well. But the problem is we're not
We're not
scoring.
scoring goals.
Yeah, we're not scoring.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, they just had so many good chances. I mean, I can't even tell you, like, my heart rate, like, I actually don't have my ring on, but like, I'm sure my heart rate,
Oh,
like, my heart rate
oh.
ring, not I have my wedding
I
ring.
was like, I'm looking at her. I'm
I
like,
have my wedding ring on. That's
what's
not what I'm
going
talking
on?
about.
What's happening?
No, but I'm sure my heart rate was like up and down because it was like, oh we're gonna shoot. No, no. Yeah. And so
Yeah,
it was a lot.
it's up
Uh,
and down.
so yeah, so they got their second
Insurance
they're
goal.
in yeah, their second goal during
Late.
at the very end of the second period. And then we actually they took a penalty at like one
Yeah.
one
Point
second.
six
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah, one
Yeah.
second till the end. And so we got to start the third on a power play.
And we needed a goal
We
early if
did.
we had any shot at this game, and we didn't get it.
Yeah, we did not. Which
And they got
so
a couple shots. I mean, it was pretty felt jailbreaky a little bit.
yeah, it was I don't know. I mean, like, again, especially in the third period, I feel like we had a bunch of shots. I mean,
Hmm.
like we caught I mean, we eventually caught it. I mean,
I mean,
somewhat cut off
we
25 to
yeah,
29 shots on
it
goal.
wasn't totally lopsided at the end. So
But yeah, it was just it felt like shot after shot after shot, and just nothing
nothing was
was
going.
connecting.
No.
So yeah, again, I want to say Teresa Schaffel, I think that it was fun to see her play again. She's a very physical player. She's very fast. I had my eyes on David as well.
Mhm.
Just because I'm interested. The one thing I did say is I'm like, she seems to trip over herself a lot. I'm
He
like,
was on the ice a lot.
she was on the ice a lot,
Mhm.
yeah. But I think too, and one thing that Steve said after in post that I hadn't thought about is like it's probably been more whirlwindy for her than anybody else because she literally just came from Europe. Like it's like
Mhm.
she was in she was playing in the Swedish league and now she's here. So
Yeah.
that's a big transition, even more than going from Boston, to Seattle. Like
Yeah.
that's a larger, time zone transition, culture transition, like all those things. So she's got a little, I'm sure she's got a lot of, transitioning to do.
Yeah.
So okay, and then second intermission, you and the little one went to the trinket exchange.
And all we have left are stickers. Like we don't
Yeah,
have
we
any more. We ordered more.
Yeah, Aaliyah's gonna hook us up with NHL fan bracelets. Our friendship bracelet hookup is getting us more. We just waited too long to tell her we needed to order
We really
more.
did.
So, because like I literally gave away my torrent bracelet in Boston because I was like, I don't have any left, but here, take
Take
mine.
mine.
Yeah. So,
Better person than I am. I
well,
always
I knew
get
I'd get it
mine.
back. I mean,
Yeah.
I knew I'll get another one. It's not,
Yeah.
but they are not. They are. We know. I know how to get them. I know this works. Yeah, you still have yours. Great. Anyway, so
So we went with stickers.
you went with
And
stickers.
yeah, the little one was a little bit like, I don't want stickers. I don't want to do that. And but we cleaned up, man. We got these mittens.
I'm wondering if people can hear the
I
dishwasher
don't think they
going and
can.
the
They can't hear the boys when they're screaming in the background.
I don't know,
Can you
that's
hear the
pretty loud.
dishwasher?
It's really loud. I'm like, she started the dishwasher before we did this.
I
I
did.
don't know
I started a
about
long time
that.
ago. It was a really full, like there's no more room.
Oh,
Like we
okay.
may as well start this.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry, married
Okay,
podcast.
you took
Took the
stickers,
little one, yeah, and we got bracelets, and we got a Tucky
drawing,
drawing and an update on they're doing one for us of the entire team.
which I didn't know
It's
that.
yeah,
Tucky, thank you.
we're
I'm
excited.
very excited about that. I'm like, where are we gonna put it? But we will find a place to put it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start rearranging.
Yeah, they're putting Tien and David
Yeah, so
and
that's the holdup is that she's now adding or they're now adding the
new
new
player.
players, which is amazing. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. And the
Oh
mittens.
no, no, no. That's what I was gonna say. The thing that I'm excited about is so we saw these at the beginning of the season. Fred Meyer was selling gloves, and they're just, they're little like knitted gloves that were in torrent colors. They're the teal, gray, and white. So they're not perfect torrent colors, but they're
They're
still
pretty darn
torrent
close.
colors,
Yeah.
right? So somebody went out and got a bunch of them, and then what did you say? Vinyl?
He did our vinyl sticker, vinyl cutout, or
I
yeah,
don't know, like, and like he transferred it or something, but they say Seattle Torrent on them now, like on the back of them. Like they're so cute. I was like, oh my gosh. So we got two pairs. I can't believe it. Like, thank you. Whoever made those, you're
yeah.
brilliant and
What
thank
we would
you.
trade like for stickers.
Yeah,
Take more,
yeah, yeah,
take
yeah.
more, take more
Well, and that's what I
stickers.
always tell people about the trinket exchange. I'm like, yes, if you make something, if you're a maker of something, you should definitely bring your thing to
Hmm.
trade. But it's like most people are just like, please take. Like I made these to give away, like please take. I mean, we do that with our bracelets too. Like we're not looking to get anything back for them. We're just like, no, please have a bracelet that will make you excited about this team. Like that's the most
That
important thing. So,
really is.
mhm.
We want people to be excited
Well,
about this
and
team.
I think that's what everybody wants. And that's why people make this stuff is because they're excited and it's a way for them to use their creative energy and then get it out in the world. It's amazing.
Yeah, really is.
No, it's amazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
stickers and
Yeah.
it's
Was there
just
anything else that happened during second intermission? Oh, wait, Jen. Okay, so you need to talk about
yes. Oh yeah,
the
that
duck
happened before
stuff.
the game.
I know you need to talk about
Yes,
it.
Jen found me when I was on the way to go to
So
the penalty box.
Jen found us on Facebook. Let's start there. So
Hmm.
she messaged, and just so everyone knows, if you're messaging us, it's typically me talking, and if it's not me, Patty will normally say it's not
Yeah.
me, so that people know, because most of our friends that are on the internet know if they're talking to our social media accounts, they're talking to me. Okay, so Jen messaged us on Facebook and said, and I don't even remember what the start of the conversation was. We started talking
Hmm.
about something else, but she asked about our NHL fandom and we got into the and I was like, if you go back and listen to the first episode, you'll find out that like Patty was a Ducks fan long before the Torrent were even
Long, long, long
a
time
sparkle
Duck fan.
in anybody's eye.
Hmm.
So anyway, so she was like, she lives in California.
I'm trying to date myself actually. I'm like, have I been a Ducks fan longer than Hillary's been alive?
No, she's
Can't be that
36.
long, right?
She's 36.
Oh, okay, no. So,
Okay, so I, total aside. So she lives in California. Jen lives in California, and I don't know why she has Ducks memorabilia, but she has Ducks
yeah,
memorabilia.
she gave me a puck, a Kraken and Duck puck that was from Orange County,
Right.
and a Dostal pin that's
Yeah.
really cool,
Yeah.
and has a bobblehead for
A
me.
McTavish
Yeah, McTavish bobblehead,
bobblehead. Yeah.
but couldn't bring it in. So she said she'd get it to me, but either even if you don't ever like, oh my gosh, I love the puck.
Yeah.
I mean, the bad K words on there, but
Yeah,
yeah,
they played the Ducks anyway.
there's a connection
Yeah.
and I love it. So
Yeah.
it's gonna go up in our puck thing. We haven't emptied our bag. We got are the Jerry pucks up there?
No, the Jerry pucks are sitting over there.
Yeah,
No,
they're over
we
there.
have a lot. We from this weekend, just honestly from this weekend, we got double hockey stick stuff. We got uh Seattle Women's Hockey Club merch. We got new torrent gear, guys, because we can't help ourselves. We got stuff from the exchange. I mean, we really I feel like we just totally cleaned up this weekend. It's kind of crazy
Yeah.
how much stuff we got.
Yeah.
It's great. It's awesome. W- If that's it for and then Jen came by during second intermission
Yeah,
to
she
say
came
hi,
by.
and I got to
She
meet her.
wanted to meet both of us
Yeah, and
together.
I got to meet her too, which is great.
Yeah.
So, and then third,
No score.
yeah, there was no score in the third, and there was even for penalty. It was four, it was 2-2, so there were four penalties, power plays in that period.
Was there
So,
four power plays there? I think one was we were 4-on-4.
oh, maybe so.
Yeah.
Oh no, yes, the one at 14:01.
Yeah.
That was both Anna Wilgren and
Oh,
Gabby
the penalty
Hughes.
shot. We forgot to talk about the
Oh
penalty
yeah, there was a
shot.
penalty shot.
Yeah.
When was that?
That was in the
Was it in the
second,
second?
was it? Yeah. No, it was in the third.
Okay, so there was
Yeah.
so
6 minutes into the
go
third.
ahead. You
Well, I mean, she was on a clean breakaway, and Teralova took her down, which I think it was a good penalty. And we talk about that good penalties, bad penalties. Like it's a bad penalty if you're in front of your own net, like or you're in front of their net trying to score on them, and you take a penalty. Like that's a bad penalty. It doesn't matter what's happening. Like nothing's going to happen if you might score a goal and you take a penalty. That's a bad penalty. But if you're like in front of your goaltender and someone is probably like gonna score and
yeah,
you take a penalty, that's sometimes it's a good penalty
right.
because you're thwarting a possible goal or a probable goal. And Teralova took her down, and we talked about that because sometimes a penalty shot it's exciting
Yeah.
and it's a lot, but you know what, you got one shot and it's over. You don't have to fight anything for 2 minutes, and there's no it's quick and done. And yeah,
And it was
Schreiber.
Jenner. It was Jenner,
Yeah,
their captain, who took the shot, and Schroeder
yeah,
stopped it.
yeah. Schroeder stopped it.
Yep, she did. So it was the crowd was very loud. I was
Hmm.
actually like and it's funny because we weren't in the building when Carpy got her penalty. That was an away game, wasn't it? When she got
Uh,
her penalty.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I feel we were watching that
Yeah,
on
we were
TV. We
watching
weren't.
that on
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
TV.
We
There
weren't
was,
watching
yeah,
it.
it
But
wasn't
so,
fun.
so I've never been live for a penalty shot at this
Mm,
point. Not that I can remember. And so the amount of booing,
yeah.
loud booing that was happening
But
during
it
that.
was, I mean, it was a breakaway and
No, 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 no. I'm not saying it wasn't fair and it wasn't okay. No, I'm saying booing when she was taking her shot. Like obviously
oh,
people were trying to
trying
like
to mess her
distract
up.
her.
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
like they do behind in
Yeah.
basketball, like trying to take them off or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was. And
Yeah, so it was pretty fun to watch. It was fun to watch. It was very good that she didn't get it. I mean, I think it was affirming that Schroeder is a really good goalie. Like we have really good goalies on on
mhm.
this team. And that yeah, she
We have
stopped
good
it. We
players.
do have
We
good
have a
players.
great
We do
team.
have a great team. They're just not putting it together right now. I think that's the and honestly, it's just we can stop talking about we it's frustrating because it's like we looked so good last game and I'm like, okay, what's different this game? And I'm like, Hilary Knight is different this game. And I'm not saying like she's a problem. I'm just saying like there was like obviously there was some kind of chemistry that happened in the last game
That didn't happen
that
tonight.
didn't happen tonight. And it's like we got to get back to whatever that is
Hmm.
that we can replicate that time over time. It doesn't mean we're going to win every game, but like it just didn't feel like we were connecting. There was a lot of missed passes. There was a lot of turnover. And especially when it seems like if we're playing from behind,
Yeah,
it doesn't
it's totally different
bode well for
playing
us.
from behind.
Yeah,
So
it doesn't bode well for us.
yeah.
So, okay. So after the game, as we're standing waiting, because we normally wait till, most everybody files out because we want to see the 3 stars and all that. Um, we so we I stopped a woman who had torn earrings on that she said her brother printed for her.
I forgot who printed for
I
me,
think
but
it
she
was
was
her
the one that
brother.
gave us the stickers at the trinket exchange.
Yeah, yeah. So she had stickers, but she also had these 3D printed earrings that were so adorable and I want them.
And she
And
told me her name, and I'm sorry,
yeah,
I can't.
and then we told her we'd forget her name too, so I don't feel as bad. But
Yeah.
I'm just yeah, so that was really fun. And lots of people, they stop by and say, we love the podcast and
Mhm.
we do appreciate that. Thank you
Every
so
time
much.
people
Everything,
stop
yeah,
by.
every single time. And then Bailey stopped, or we got in a conversation, and then she told us who she was. And
When you
Bailey's,
were talking to the woman with the
oh
earrings,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
Bailey
yeah.
walked by and she's like, "Oh, she's like, I like your podcast, and I've been talking to you on Threads." I'm like, "Oh, that's not me.
Yeah, that's
That's
what we
not
were
me."
talking about because like Bailey's all over the internet, which I love. And so she's great. And
And she was walking away. I'm like, and I told my wife, I'm like, "Oh, that was Bailey." She's like, "Bailey."
Bailey, I know. I was like, no, no, I have to say hi to this person because this person is like the best hype person, not just for us, but for everybody on the internet. Like it was funny because somebody was talking about um they needed their freckles weren't going to get here in time. And she's like,
Mhm.
I have 20 packs, like I'll bring some with me and you can just put them on there. So
Aw,
that's what I'm saying. Like Bailey is obviously we like Bailey. Bailey's a cool
me
person, but
too.
yeah, but it was really but again, going back to the original, this is the community. This is the community we've all created here, and I just love it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there was a lot of booing of the rest tonight. Court and Ray. Um, I
Wow.
know there's a lot of booing of the rest tonight.
I almost booted that Hillary penalty. I didn't, but I was perplexed.
Some of it might have been warranted. We'll just put that out there. But
Never
there
warranted.
was a lot of booing at the rest tonight. And I think that it was hard because they were obviously calling a lot of penalties based on all the all the power plays that were going on.
Hmm.
But there was also other times that it was like, what's going on here? Like
Yeah.
we just
Why
got
wasn't
shoved to
that
the
called?
ice. Like, why are we not getting a call? Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, Kayla, was there a call in that one where Kayla she got shoved at the goal and she shoved back. No, they
No,
didn't
no, no,
call
they
it. They
didn't
didn't
call
call
either
anything.
one.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
called both,
Oh
but they
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
call
yeah.
either one.
They kind of
Yeah.
tussled it up.
Yeah.
It was probably the closest to dropping gloves that like seen so far at a PWHL game because I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is not
Yeah.
going well. Like they
Well,
was
Kayla
shoved and
didn't quit
shoved.
the play.
No,
She didn't quit. And
no.
the other ones got mad because she went up on their goalie.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
it happens.
yeah. So yeah, alas, we lost. And we can flirt with the conversation of mathematic elimination. We've been talking about this a little bit. That mathematically the long shot of us making the playoff
Getting longer and
is
longer.
very long. It's really funny. Zane, I think his name's Zane from Davy Jones's Locker. Does that sound
Maybe,
right?
maybe.
He was saying it was really funny because like him and Brian were mathing it out because I'm like, okay, let's talk about this. Like, tell me what the deal is. And so basically, like they're like, okay, so we're 9 points behind the fourth place team, and so like it's 3 wins, But obviously, there's a lot of other things that have to happen. But that's mathematical elimination,
Yeah,
right? So like
yeah.
that's the thing. Just so everybody knows, it's like we have to be more points behind the
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 lowest
lowest
team. No,
team,
the
the
fourth
fourth place
place
team. We have
team
to be more points behind than is possible to
possible to get.
get at that point. And so we are not there yet because we still have a bunch of games to play. I don't even know how many games we have to play.
We
I
have
mean,
eight
there's
games.
three home. No, there's seven now because we just played.
Okay, and that's
Yeah.
not updated yet.
No, it hasn't updated yet because
Okay.
everybody was at 8. Remember, because everybody was
Oh
at
yeah,
22 and
yeah.
8. So we
Okay.
started looking at this the other day, guys. Everybody's at 20. Everyone before that
That game
game,
played
yeah,
22.
it was like everyone before that Boston game yesterday, day before, whenever it was at 22 games played, 8 games left to play. So it was like, I'm like, okay, this is the point in the season when we can like literally math it out because everybody's in the same place in an
Hmm.
easy way. And so what we decided is that the top three teams, Boston, Montreal,
Go, go,
and
go.
Frost are
Uh-huh.
like, okay, they can win as much as they want. They need to win as much as they want because no one's probably going to catch up to them. So the real issues were Toronto and Ottawa, which were they're 4-5, right?
Hmm.
And so it was like, okay, we need them to lose as much as they can. And so that's why this game was kind of do or die.
It was really important because we were playing one of them
Yeah, we really needed Ottawa to lose, which
Yeah.
meant us winning. I mean,
In regulation.
in regulation, in order for us to get the points. So it's becoming less and less likely that we're going to make the playoffs. But we can talk about the golden rule a little bit. The thing is that in our league, once you're eliminated, you have the more points you can gain after elimination, the higher your spot will be in the draft.
Right.
And so, because we know we have some really good players coming out of NCAA
Hmm.
in this next season, everyone is vying for a good draft position because everybody obviously wants to get a KK Harvey, a Layla Edwards, or an Abby Murphy. I mean, like really, like those are probably going to be one, two, three. And I don't know what order, honestly, because it just depends on the team and what they want and what
What
they
they
need,
need.
as to which one of
What
those
they
three.
think will fit.
Right, as to which one of those three would go for each. So, everybody here in Seattle that I've talked to is really leaning it on the Layla Edwards
Yeah.
train.
I
So
think she would be a great
I
fit.
think she'd be a great fit for our team. I think she's a defensive offense person or an offensive defense
Defensive
person.
person.
She can play both ways. So I think that she would be a good asset for our team. But again, that would mean number one, us not making the playoffs, but also then us being in a winful situation after we get mathematically eliminated.
Winful.
Yes, it's a word I just made up. Don't make
I
fun of
love it.
me.
She's tired. I'm gonna
I
go to
am
bed.
tired. I for sure am tired. So I just wanted to talk about the fact that we don't have another game until Saturday.
Hmm.
No, yes.
Yes.
We don't have another game until Saturday, April 4th. So that is the Madison Square Garden game. We will be there. We will be reporting on the scene. We didn't get press credentials, guys. They're
No,
not
we
giving
didn't.
they're not
Darn.
giving press credentials to any of us lowly media outlets. It's really just I'm sure that the national news, which is great. That is who should be covering this game. This should be the most highly covered game from a media perspective that they can do. So I'm kudos to them that they've got it covered. I mean, I'm sure they've got it covered, but like I want to see this on, big news channels. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
So
We're excited to just be there.
we're excited.
Really.
Yeah, we'll do, we'll get there early for warm-ups. We'll, whatever we can do, whatever wherever nooks and crannies we can cram ourselves into, we will make sure we're there for that.
Hopefully after party.
If anybody wants to plan an after party, we got no place to be until 7 a.m.
Yeah.
So
Literally no place.
we are going to go to the airport in the middle of the night is what we decided. So everybody knows our travel plans. We're going to wander around New York City in the middle of the night. How safe does that sound? No, 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 no.
I've
we're gonna be
never
fine.
felt unsafe in New York
Yeah,
City.
we'll be fine. But anyway, so we will be there. We're flying in Friday night. We'll be there for the game on Saturday, and then we're flying back on
I
Sunday.
think she's gonna be on our flight home.
Oh, she's gonna be on our
Yeah.
flight home. Oh, cool. So we'll know somebody on our flight home. That's
Yeah.
super exciting. We're gonna after party it up.
Yeah, we
So
are. We're gonna wander the street.
yeah, we're gonna wander the streets of New York
Unsupervised.
without children. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, this has gone off the rails
Yeah.
for sure. So that's the next big thing. We will get an episode recorded. I honestly, I don't know when it's gonna happen. I mean, either we're gonna do it in the airport while we wait for the flight, or we're gonna. I know Patty's looking at me like, "What the heck?" If we bring the little microphones, we could do it on
Oh,
my phone.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
we could.
That's what you want to do?
No, we'll probably wait till we get home, guys.
When we've had no sleep, and then it's Easter Sunday.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot, but we will get an episode out. But that's our next game, so we won't have anything. Not that we won't have anything to talk about, but we don't have anything really to talk about between now and then. So yeah. I think that's it. I don't know. What's your last words, babe? Because
My last
I'm
words.
losing it.
On the road again.
On the road.
We're going on the road again.
Yep.
And we're excited to meet them on the road again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're not home again until Saturday, April 18th, just so everybody knows that's our next home game. So it's it. Okay, guys. We will, of course, keep everyone updated on social media as to our whereabouts and goings on of this craziness in New York. And then we will record another episode next week to let you all know how it went. Okay. Bye-bye. And that's the show. Tune in next time for another episode of Gloves Off Seattle.